Hey guys, welcome to our video on pattern jury instructions, and we're looking at section 11.09, which is sort of a summary charge for personal injury type damages. So this is what we would typically have if we're talking about a car wreck or a slip and fall or some other type of personal injury. So each one of these items that are listed will have actually a separate pattern jury instruction. But this is what the judge would say to the jury, that the plaintiff is asking for the following types of damages. And then it would be just whichever one of these, or it could be all of them or half of them, are being claimed by the plaintiff. So let's just look at them real quick. So first we have the physical pain and mental anguish. So kind of what it suggests. This is, hey, I physically hurt and I'm suffering from that mentally. I have this pain and suffering. And then we would have what's called mental anguish, zone of danger. So that would be something like, let's say I'm standing at my house and some drunk runs through my yard and almost hits me. They don't physically hit me, but they almost hit me. Well, that could be very upsetting. So it would not be physical pain, but it would be mental anguish. Now, it could have permanent injuries or disfigurement. So maybe there's a car wreck and glass shatters and hits my face, and I have scarring on my face. Or because my leg is broken, now I have all these scars on my leg from the surgery to recover from that. Now, this one is very important because the insurance companies and the defense lawyers that represent insurance companies love this. They love to say, oh, well, yeah, we ran the red light, we smashed into you, but you had a pre-existing condition. You didn't know about it, but you have degenerative disc disease. Well, here's the truth. Everybody over the age of 20 has degenerative disc disease. It just means you're alive, okay? But they love to say, well, we shouldn't have to pay for this because you already had a problem with your knee. Yeah, we smashed into your car and shattered your knee, but you already had a problem. Well, that's okay because we're allowed to recover for aggravation, in other words, making worse a pre-existing condition that we had. So the jury can be charged on that. It could be injury aggravated by disease or other cause. Then we have medical expenses. So go to the hospital, go to the doctor, go to the physical therapist, the chiropractor. Then we can have loss of income from the date of injury to the trial. So, let's say that I was making $1,000 a week, and for 57 weeks from the date of the injury to the trial, I haven't been able to make that money. So that would be past income lost. Okay, so that's looking backwards in time from the point in time of the trial, looking backwards in time and saying, okay, I lost 57 weeks of income. Well, what about if going forward in time from the trial, I'm going to lose income? Well, then I can have loss of future earnings or loss of future earning capacity. Sometimes you can have both of these, although we have to be careful that we're not sort of double dipping there, that they don't overlap. And then there can be other damages that are claimed. And so again, this is what the jury is told by the judge to say, just to give sort of a roadmap to say, okay, I've spoken to you about negligence or whatever the particular wrongdoing that the plaintiff alleges that the defendant did. Now let me tell you about the personal injury elements. And then each one of these items, there's a separate charge that the jury would then be told by the judge to consider. What is aggravation of pre-existing injury? Or what is medical expenses or loss of future earnings? And so we'll cover those in other videos. I just wanted to give you kind of the big picture of the elements of personal injury. So again, I mentioned this in the very first video I did on these jury charges. Even if you don't have a jury, maybe you're only trying it to a judge, maybe you're trying it to an arbitrator, you still want to look at these jury charges to say, okay, what are the elements that I can recover? What are the types of damages? Because we may be thinking, oh, yeah, absolutely, I get medical bills, I get my past lost wages, and I get physical pain and suffering. But wait a minute, did I forget about permanent injuries or disfigurement? What about future earnings? What about future earnings capacity? Okay, so looking at this, think of it almost as a checklist when you're starting your case. Say, all right, let me look and see which of these apply, and then how do I go about proving them? Because each one of these items, I'm going to need to offer appropriate proof so that the jury goes, you know what? We believe that that's true. We're going to award damages for medical expenses or future earnings or disfigurement or whatever it might be. So appreciate you guys watching this video, and feel free to subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Okay, have a great day. Bye-bye.